The Velar's frame is swish and engaging, much less bulbous than different Elephant and Land Rovers we've examined previously, and it's unique. Visually, it isn't, as different Land Rovers are, essentially an off-roading automobile, you'll finding no knob to kick it into 4WD, regardless that there are force modes fitted to tough terrain as desired, and that's positive. It stalks its platform with its Uncle Jaguar F-Pace, and 3 powertrains are presented: a 2.0-liter 4-cylinder diesel, our tester, a supercharged 3.0-liter gasoline V6, a 2.0-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. Our 247 horsepower diesel fashion was once good enough, now not ferocious, acceleration-wise. The automobile responds relatively neatly to all you throw at it: acceleration, steerage, braking, transferring. Its sprint is tight and mod-looking. You'll finding the Velar temporarily in parking loads. When we expect again to after we had it a month in the past, we bring to mind its stunning iron blue external. Our gripes started, as did our check, with Land Rover's new twin touchscreen Keep an Eye on machine. We fared reasonably positive at nightfall in a storm from snow, but if the solar ultimately got here blazing in the course of the passenger window the next day to come, all the machine was once now and then obliterated, washed out. To perform it right through those occasions required pulling over and shading it with a magazine, or a palm. The two-tiered Keep an Eye on panel. There are higher and decreased panels, is 99% electronic, which one can get used to, although, right through all the week's check, shall we by no means find how you can decrease the bass within the sound machine regardless of perusing the landlord's handbook and making an attempt to carefully practice the step-by-step directions. And talking of the handbook, its desk of contents is laid out numerically, so when you open it wishing to seek for sound machine, engine, tires or an identical, neatly, you'll be able to simply take your little finger and hint it alongside the web page till you return to what you're on the lookout for. The index on the finish of the handbook, fortunately, is alphabetical, however we nonetheless couldn't find the many-stepped procedure to lower the stinking bass, and easily gave up. This is an ideal case of an auto corporate taking one thing that works completely neatly and complicating it to the purpose of absurdity. The car's heating machine, when deployed at most warmth and most fan energy, took about 20 minutes to truly warm the car. The little electronic defroster button, while you deploy it if the solar is not obliterating the display screen, turns off when it needs to versus when you wish to have it to. But even if deployed, the unit by no means cleared the entire windshield right through the 2-hour adventure, and we ended up having to position each the motive force and passenger home windows right down to have an absolutely frost-free windshield. Or, you can flip at the heater and blow a complete blast with higher, hard and decreased vents open by means of the interactive display screen, and the highest vent, the one who's intended to warmth your face however is as an alternative aimed on the windshield glass, will ultimately succeed in you after it's finished defrosting the windshield. Confused? So have been we. Are we lacking mind cells or just unwilling to be told new, fashionable electronic techniques? Well, we examined Tesla's X100D a couple of months again, which has an identical all-digital middle display screen, and we blazed through it, slowly, sure. However we were given her up and working. Not this time, regardless that. More continuously than now not, there's a sigh in us when automobile departs after its 7 days of trying out. In this situation it was once a sigh of reduction,